Coming up on the St. Joseph Mustangs Show, the 2024 team started off 12-0. We find out the keys to the early success. While the Bodenhausen brothers playing baseball again together this summer, we hear from the former Savannah Savages. And business picking up around Phil Welch Stadium, Mustangs owner Ky Turner breaking it all down.
Concert
Oh,
giveaway.
when the Saints, oh, when the Saints,
Yeah.
oh, when the Saints go marching in.
All this and much more coming up on the St. Joseph Mustangs Show.
Slice to right. It's coming in. It's down. This game is over.
I'm ready to show my hand. Ready to take a stand. Wait on a sign above. And I am ready, ready. I'm ready to face the fire. Ready to walk the wire. Waiting for my king to come. 'Cause I just live for the game. Cause I just live for the game.
And with that, welcome into the new episode of the St. Joseph Mustangs Show, sponsored by Alltech and First Student. Glad to be with you again this week. Brett Kennedy and Anthony Crane will join us throughout the show, and we've got so much to get to. From the talent level on the field, some behind-the-scenes interviews with some of the guys on the 2024 roster, plus a look at how a host family has become more than just a place to stay for the summer. But first, just how good this team is. The Mustangs starting the season off with a ridiculous 12-0 record, best start in franchise history, outscoring their opponents 107-33 in those first 12 games. An unbelievable start with some crazy walk-off moments thrown in there too. The Mustangs playing some good baseball, but there is still a lot of time left in the 2024 season.
It's been special so far. Hopefully we can just keep it rolling. We've lost the last couple games, but I feel like team morale is still there and everything. So, can't wait to see what the rest of the season has in store.
Our guys are just kind of having fun with it, and it's pretty impossible to go a whole college wood bats summer league and go undefeated. And our guys knew that. They just kept having fun with it, and it's over with now. We don't got to worry about it anymore. But just continue to just keep showing up, playing baseball, and having fun. And I think we'll get back on track.
Well, there is more to these guys than just these final scores and the stats on the sheet. And that's what KQ2's Anthony Crane learned from a couple of Mustangs who sat down for a unique interview.
St. Joseph Mustangs boast one of the most talented outfields in the Mink League, led by Mustang veteran Trevor McCollum. Joining the outfield this season from Northwest Ohio is Darius Freeman. Despite the current difference in geography, the two have had a relationship going back to their childhood.
It really started in 8th grade. We played basketball against each other in middle school, and then we also played each other a lot growing up, and somehow we just found our way back together on the Mustangs.
As for if the two kept contact after high school?
No, not at all.
Here and there, we whenever we'd see each other, whenever like KCK would come and play us in the fall, we'd talk. But we didn't start reconnecting really until I found out he was going to play for the Mustangs this summer.
To help Freeman catch up with his old friend, we let the Mustangs outfielder lead the way in this week's interview.
Hello, my name is Darius Freeman. I'm here with
Trevor McCollum.
So growing up, I assume baseball was your main sport. How was the transition going from elementary to high school to college ball? How was that?
It was good. I played on a lot of different summer teams growing up, so got a good experience against some of the top players in Kansas. So going from like elementary school to high school, played varsity my sophomore year to senior year, and then going into college, got lucky enough to play a little bit my freshman year, and then I've been playing ever since, and then coming here every summer. It's a great time. So I enjoy playing here, meeting all the new guys every year. It's a good time.
That's a great answer right there. What do you think has to play a part in the Mustangs' success so far?
I think we have a good team chemistry this year. We got a bunch of different guys from all over the country coming up to St. Joe, Missouri to play, and Johnny Coy put together a really good team, and if we keep playing the way we do, I think we have a championship in our future, and that's our goal for the end of the year.
A couple more questions, two more. What do you think about this guy named Darius Freeman? I think he plays the outfield with you. New guy. What do you think about him?
Yeah, I'm not too sure on that guy yet. I mean, me and that guy, we've known each other since high school, going back a while. Haven't played with each other, and, he's still the same person. I thought he might grow up a little bit, but that just doesn't seem like the case so far this season. And hopefully he will turn things around this summer.
That's a crazy statement there, sir. This question, it's come to my attention that you have like this little video camera choreography thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I picked you to interview this. I could have picked anyone. I picked you. This is my only interview I've ever given.
Mm-hmm.
You've interviewed multiple people. Like, it's kind of crazy that you haven't asked me yet. Like, what's up with that? It's outlandish if you ask me.
I mean, you've been on the vlogs. We're going to start putting out some more vlogs. Had some technical difficulties to start out the year, but you will definitely be featured in the future ones.
I guess we'll see about that. Reporting from Field Welsh, I am Darius Freeman, and
Trevor McCollum.
Thank you. Hope to see you out here soon. Go Mustangs.
Still ahead on the St. Joseph Mustangs Show, Mustangs owner Ky Turner talking the 2024 season and some upcoming events fans will enjoy.
Good hype music.
Yeah, you like singing, right?
St. Joe.
Yeah, that's why.
St. Joe Saint.
Yeah, the S on the end is important, yeah.
Yep.
And they grew up in the game of baseball, and they're playing together again. Savannah's Bodenhausen's playing together for the Mustangs this summer. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the St. Joe Mustangs Show. I'm Chris Roush, and it's time to check in on two brothers playing for the Mustangs this summer and enjoying the chance to play ball again together. KQ2's Brett Kennedy brings us this unique story.
Joining me are the first pair of brothers on the St. Joseph Mustangs in almost a decade. The boys from Savannah High School. We've got Truman Bodenhausen and Noah Bodenhausen. Truman, we'll start with you. You're the youngest one, your first year on the Mustangs. Have you received any advice from Big Bro here about playing for the Mustangs this year?
A little bit. Mostly just don't feel pressured with all the fans and just go out there and have fun and just play because it's summer ball and that's just about having fun.
What's it been like kind of reuniting with your brother and playing on a team that I'm sure you grew up watching?
I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, we've played like maybe one season together. It was the COVID season. We just played summer together, but it was a lot of fun. And now just having your brother to just hang out with and play baseball with is nice.
Noah, how competitive are you guys with each other? Do you guys friendly trash talk before each game about who's going to play better in the game?
I mean, kind of. Not really that much. I mean, we're very supportive of each other, less trash talk, more rooting each other on. So,
Truman, your dad was the Savannah coach, and does he kind of step away when you guys are on the Mustangs, or does he still root for you guys just as hard and coach you guys just as hard?
Ever since high school, we graduated high school, he's been a little bit less like coach-wise, and he's just been more supportive, and that's always nice to have.
Truman, how cool has it been, this is being your first year on the team, how cool has it been playing in front of that packed Phil Welch Stadium crowd?
Oh, it's been awesome. I mean, I've never been in a crowd more than like 200 people, so I mean, St. Joe's really supportive of all of us, and I really enjoy that.
Noah, you're done at Northwest Missouri State, but they have a brand new baseball coach throughout the first pitch a couple games here ago, Tony Jandron. What are your thoughts on the former St. Joseph Mustang, played with Johnny Coy? What are your thoughts on Jandron now leading the Bearcats?
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about him. I met him the other day before that game, and he seems like a great guy, and it seems like he's going to really keep the program going forward and maybe improve on some things. So,
Truman, we talked about friendly trash talk earlier. What if I was recruiting Noah? I'm a coach and I'm recruiting Noah to be on my team. Why do I want Noah Bodenhausen on my team?
I mean, he's just a fun guy to be around. He's got some skills though. I'll give him that. He's fast. He can hit. But I like being around him.
And Noah, I'll ask you the same thing. Why do I want Truman Bodenhausen on my team?
Well, if you want somebody to make fun of you, he's your guy. But he's also, I mean, he's a great defender, probably one of the best defensive second basemen I've seen. So,
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Always fun to watch both of you guys play. Watch both of these guys this summer. The Savannah boys playing for the St. Joseph Mustangs.
So coming up on the St. Joseph Mustangs Show, host families provide the players a place to stay for the summer. Sometimes it turns into lasting relationships too.
He's always been loving and playing wiffle ball when playing.
And mental health has become a critical part of the sports world. Mustangs owner Ky Turner discussing the seriousness of it all next. Welcome back. You never know what you're going to see out at Phil Welch Stadium, and that's the way owner Ky Turner wants it to be. Here's my conversation with Turner earlier this week. Happy to be joined once again this week by the owner of the St. Joe Mustangs, Ky Turner. Ky, season's flying by at this point. Mustangs off to a good start. Just overall thoughts on so far now as we are not midway point, but we're getting pretty close.
Goes fast. It's kind of like watching your kid grow up from the beginning. You know, the infant was the opening day, and now we're hitting the toddler years. I mean, the twos weren't so terrible. They started off pretty well with, that 12-0 start. And so, it's been a fun start to the year. And hopefully, the teenage years go just as well as the toddlers.
Ky, you mentioned that 12-0 start, just one of the best starts in team history. Just what made that start so good for the Mustangs and also the fans that came out here and able to see it?
These guys gel from the beginning. Like your hair right now, standing straight up, that's very impressive. I hope all you viewers at home love that. But, also, some fun moments. I mean, it's not like, we did have some of those dominating wins where we were run-ruling opponents, but that Saturday night win against Chillicothe where we were down 6-3, came back and scored 4 runs, and then we get to fireworks. I mean, that was just incredible. Some great moments, and those are what really, I think, make a season special.
Some of the upcoming events on the promo calendar. One is the St. Joseph Saints night, being able to honor a team that was here for quite a while, a mainstay. A lot of baseball fans from the Saints era, still around for the Mustangs era too. They're front and center, being a part of, cheering on the Mustangs. Saints night, why'd you want to bring that back and have a chance to honor what the Saints were for St. Joseph?
Well, I'm pretty sure the Saints is about the time you graduated college when they were around. So it's kind of, it's you like walking history.
I don't think that's quite right, but yeah.
This, but, this year we always talk about, and a lot of the stuff, you look at the tenderloins and some other things that we're doing here. It's like we're always going forward, but I also think it's important to appreciate the past and the people who have been here. You kind of see that with, for us, the reflection of Dan Gerson and what he's done here, but then also some of the other people and what they've meant too to Phil Welch and St. Joe. And so the Saints were a big part. They were loved in St. Joseph, and the players, the staff, the coaches, the ownership, they've done a lot.
So, Ky, besides the Saints come marching in, you're also giving away a chance for people to enjoy a couple of concerts.
Saturday, June 22nd, the Saints are going to come marching in.
Yep. You also have a special giveaway coming up, too, for some country music fans. If they want to come in, because you had Taylor Swift last year. And I'm
Yeehaw!
Sure, right.
Taylor Swift is fun. We like country music. I know you're one to wear a cowboy hat and belt buckle.
Not very often.
Every now and then. Wear your boots with a nice pair of jean shorts, which I respect. And, and we set a stadium record last season with 6,013. And then we also had an Ed Sheeran night. We partnered with Eagle Radio on that, and that went over really well. And so, we saw Morgan Wallen is coming to Kansas City, and along with your friend Jelly Roll.
I'm a Jelly Roll fan.
Tootsie Roll for me. It's
okay.
Not only a dance, a delicious candy. But, we said that's fun, and people can get tickets to Kansas City show, but let's go to Vegas. Let's go big. And so we're having a Vegas night. Some great seats for the Morgan Wallen Jelly Roll concert in Vegas. But we also have Women in Sports Night, and we're honoring Lexi McDaniel, incredible softball player from St. Joe, the number 1 ranked softball player in all of the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And pretty good recruit going into her senior year this next year, and signed to go to Oklahoma. I think they're pretty good at softball.
Pretty good, yeah.
Not bad team. And so, and Lexi herself is really good player. And so we're excited to host her and celebrate her.
Ky, I want to ask you real quick about also the mental health night you guys are having. Sports and mental health kind of go hand in hand nowadays about, being able to handle pressure, but also the pressure that's also put on a lot of kids growing up playing sports. Why is mental health another aspect that you guys are trying to celebrate as, the Mustangs try to be role models as well for young kids as well?
I mean, really, like in an all serious note on this one, it's just like it's tough. I mean, it's hard enough, as a kid, like to play and reach any level of sports, to play in high school, just the physical demands and the time management and just to get there itself is enough. Then, to be every one of these, anyone who's played sport has been told they're not good enough at some point, or they felt not good enough. And then you throw in social media, and then just what happens there, whether it's sometimes that's players, coaches, opposing teams. It's just, there's a lot to deal with. And I think kids can, especially, I mean, it's a tough world, and it's continuing to evolve. And I don't know if that's evolving in a good place.
A lot coming up, whether it's the Saints night, whether it's Morgan Wallen and Jelly Roll tickets, Tenderloins, Women in Sports night. A lot coming up still here the next week for the Mustangs.
And then right after that, you look around the corner, July 3rd, July 4th, holy cow, it's here. Holy cow, it's here. And so, and then, once we get past the 4th, it's really like every game is, look out.
Holy cow.
We're right at playoff baseball. And so, a lot of action, and I don't think it's anything that you want to miss. We've had a lot of fun so far, and there's a lot of fun ahead of us. And we'd love to see everyone out here at Phil Welch Stadium having fun together.
And don't go anywhere, because we'll go back into the Mustangs history vault to their former analytics intern who now works in Major League Baseball. And the host families do a lot to make sure the players have what they need every summer. We'll show you a unique and special connection between a host family and a Mustangs player. Welcome back. The Mustangs do have a lot of local guys on the team, so they don't necessarily need a place to stay for some of them. But there are still guys who need a place to stay for the summer, and that's why host families play a huge role. In fact, sometimes the relationships created become more like actual families. The St. Joseph Mustangs win a lot of games from players from all over. And a piece of getting the team put together is making sure these guys have a place to stay for the summer. That's where host families come into play.
Get to build a lot of relationships with these people, and I don't really think of them as host family anymore, but more of like a family with two little brothers and a new mom and a dad. So
Trevor McCollum, in his third year with the Mustangs, has been living with the Wright family, and the two boys, Cole and Kellen, taking a liking to having an older brother around.
He's always been loving and playing wiffle ball and things. He's swam with me and been here for 3 years, and I thought that was really awesome.
Treat them how you want to be treated, really. I mean, I came in with a little positivity and, just was myself and kind of latched onto them.
Sometimes the relationship becomes more like a family instead of a roommate for the summer.
We fish, we hit, we live together, and we eat together.
And when he's not playing for the Mustangs, McCollum's spending a lot of time with his host family. And it's made playing for the Mustangs that much more rewarding, being able to have a home away from home.
I didn't really get the chance to have that little awkward interaction with this family, just because the first time I met him, Kellen comes down in his underwear and a cowboy hat. So, right off the bat, I knew I was going to fit in.
Are you better than him at anything?
Yeah.
What is that?
Baseball.
McCollum is in his third year living with the Wright family, and his Washburn teammate Easton Bruce will also be staying with the family this summer for his second season. Coming up next, we go into the Mustangs vault to take a look back on an analytic intern's start in baseball. Welcome back to the St. Joe Mustangs Show. As we wrap things up, it's always fun to go back into the Mustangs archives to see some of the unique individuals and stories that make up the Mustangs organization. This week, it's back to 2019, where Trevor Madison, an analytics intern, made an impact on the team.
He's a pitcher, actually, but he bats too.
In most dugouts, you'll find coaches jotting down notes for the latter portion of the game.
Pitcher!
But for the St. Joseph Mustangs, the notes are used for a bigger purpose.
Even though you have a true skill level, that things will still change over time.
When Trevor's got stats from last year, the way these guys approach their hitting, everything, like we get it set up how we're going to attack a certain hitter because of what Trevor tells us.
Trevor Madison, just 17 years old,
He likes to throw curveballs here.
making a huge impact on the Mustangs by using analytics.
At the end of the game, when things got tense, they got really high. So they still really had a good chance to take the lead.
Madison's fascination with numbers and baseball started after seeing the movie Moneyball.
Statistics were in baseball before that, but that really kind of unlocked the door for just the general fan to kind of understand, you know, the analytics part of it and what sabermetrics was kind of all about.
And for the last 2 years, Madison's taken his talents and created an algorithm to prepare the Mustangs for every game.
How many times that they're going to swing, like swing percentage, so we can see on 3-0.
And you can play around with the lineup a little bit and see what lineup you can put up there and, you know, get the most amount of runs.
Madison's system gives lineup projections, pitching performances, and in-game situations.
You can't put a value on the kind of quality of stuff that he brings to this team.
When the game's changing, and I think it's changing for the better, and to have someone whose mind is going that way, it's helping our program a lot.
The Mustangs continue to be successful this year, and they're embracing Madison and his analytical ideas.
It's been definitely really nice that everyone around here has at least a pretty good feel for what's going on and acceptance of it.
Madison nowadays enjoying his time in the major leagues with the Cleveland Guardians. He also worked in analytics for the Missouri Tigers baseball program too. Well, that will do it for us this week. Episode 4 now in the books. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you back here next week for another edition of the St. Joseph Mustangs Show.
Slice to right. It's coming in. It's down. This game is over.
I'm ready to show my hand, ready to take a stand. Wait on a sign above, and I am ready. I'm ready to face the fight.